It's 6:56 p.m. burger time. I'm Danny.
This is Emily.
And we're here at Local on North restaurant in Canton, Georgia, off Main Street. So we have ordered the RKO burger. It is, Emily, will you go ahead and tell us what's on it?
There are two
double steak patties.
Double steak patties. Looks
like American cheese. Emily doesn't have the menu tonight, but I know what's on it. 2 double steak patties, certified Angus beef, American cheese. We've got crispy onions and a homemade tomato jam on it, all on a brioche, buttered brioche bun. Emily forgot to get hers without the crispy onions and the tomato jam.
So I had to take it off, but it's okay, because we all know I just like the meat, the cheese, and the mayonnaise and the bread, but that's okay. The tomato jam is actually very delicious, because we had it with our appetizers, yes.
We had it with it was a goat cheese croquette, whipped goat cheese, dusted in panko breadcrumb, and then deep fried on top of the tomato jam. It was really good.
I will post pictures to our all social media outlets, so be sure to look out for pictures of our burger, appetizers, and cocktails.
Yep. Alright, so I've already put my mayo on. I'm ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and cut it and give you guys the
Go ahead and cut in.
The verdict.
Looks delicious. This place is really cute. We decided to sit outside tonight. It's not too hot outside, but it's like just right. The sun's going down. It's nice. The service is excellent.
So we have the burger there. Looks cooked perfect. 2 steak patties.
We noticed that they also had they have a live band tonight with drums, guitar, and everything, but we still wanted to sit outside. How is it?
Delicious. So, one of the first things I noticed is like the steak patties, they're kind of thinner than a regular burger patty you would get on some of our other restaurants we've gone to. So, we're worried because on the menu it says this place only cooks medium well without exception. However, we did ask the server if there's anything he can do. He said he'll see what they can do. Of course, with them being a little thin, he was worried about them, you know, being overcooked if they are under. It's kind of hard to undercook them if they're so thin. But
right.
No, they're crispy. They're thinner patties, so they're crispy on the outside, and it's still, it's pure steak, certified Angus beef. You can taste it. It's really juicy. The bun is really soft, and it's you know, brioche, so it's got that kind of spongy texture to it.
Brioche is always so consistent. It's always, it's almost like they rub butter on it or something. But the brioche buns are always consistent. I've noticed actually a lot more restaurants have been using brioche nowadays. So it's very, it's a delicious baked bread to put your piece of meat on, and it's great. I can't wait to try mine.
The other thing I could say too is it's really good. Really
We're doing great, thank you.
Service is great.
Yes.
It's very, like the cheese and everything in the middle of it, it's super melty. It's like almost like it's a burger, but it's so nice and melty that it's almost like all the comforts of like a cheesesteak in a burger. Hot, melty, delicious, crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside.
Now, babe, so I do have a question. So the cheese, do they put a layer of cheese in between the patties, or do they just put it on top? Like, do they put one in the middle, one on top?
They've got 2 pieces of cheese on here, one on the bottom patty, one on the top patty, so there's plenty of cheese throughout the burger.
So it's infused with the meat almost as it melts, as it...
Yep. And I wanted to add, too, that the crispy onions on top of the already crispy burger add a nice little extra crispy crunch on the top. The tomato jam is not too sweet, but just sweet enough and tart. Gets that nice hint of tomato flavor in there, homemade.
We have this nice little view up here because, you know, we're North Georgia, so Canton is a little bit more scenic.
Sitting outside,
so we're loving this. Yep. Yes.
And
price and I'm excited to try my burger.
That's the one thing I want to do is price tags too. So the burgers each were $16.50 a piece. Comes with, of course, house cut fries and ketchup. And we got it with mayo because we like ketchup and mayo. Always. I got the blood orange old fashioned. It's blood orange juice, dash of bitters, and oak barrel aged whiskey, 14-year-old whiskey. Emily got the Paloma here, which is...
It's a bit like a margarita. It's like agave, tequila,
fresh grapefruit juice, lime,
Himalayan sea salt around the rim, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And this old fashioned here, I want to say it was $10.50, and her Paloma, I want to say was also $10.50.
Also, we can actually start, if you all would like, you know, as always, give us feedback, but we can also start placing like PDFs or copies of the menu on our, we can start uploading that on our Facebook page and Instagram as well if you all would like to see the price tags.
Yeah, just let us know.
So please just let us know.
And if we're wrong, correct us.
Yes, please.
This pretty much serves up tonight's edition. Unless you can think of anything else you want to comment on. You haven't even tried yours yet.
No, I'm going to try mine. You want to turn it over to me?
Yeah,
I'm just going to give you a
Emily...
brief little, because my burger's not different from his. I just took the sauce and the crispy onions off. So mine is just strictly going to be a review of the meat, the cheese, and the bread. And of course, mayonnaise is on it. It's my favorite.
Real quick before we go.
Here we go.
Emily's going to do a test and let you know.
Hi. Thanks for joining Burger Time. So good.
What's your initial thoughts?
My initial thought is the richness of the cheese. Personally, on a signature or gourmet burger, something that's served at a restaurant like this where it's a little bit nicer, you know, you're not going to BurgerFi, you're not going to a Yeah Burger, Smash Burger. Although those places are good, I would have, to be honest, I'm just being honest, the American cheeses on the burger, I prefer more of, I would put a different type of cheese on it. I feel a little bit like the cheese overpowers the meat. I think it's cheddar cheese.
That's American for sure.
It's American cheese. So it overpowers the meat a little bit in the bun. If I'm being completely honest, the meat tastes delicious, the bun tastes delicious, obviously. You can tell it's good quality, local. But if it was my choice, I would probably put Gruyere, I'd put pimento cheese on it, maybe make it taste a little bit more.
Or just cheddar.
Eclectic signature. So
yeah,
that's the only really thing I have is American cheese is not my favorite. Everything else is delicious. The fries are hand cut, super crispy. Cocktails are nice and cold, delicious. So yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining Burger Time.
I would say one thing too. American cheese is the classic cheese on a burger, but yeah, I agree with her. I think it should have had maybe the option to put cheddar or some other type of aged cheese on top of it. Overall, I would have liked to maybe have the option to put a couple more toppings on, so let's give it our rating too. If we were going to do poor, fair, good, very good, or excellent, so out of those 5 choices, I would go ahead and I'd probably say, I don't know, I'd say maybe like very good. 4 out of 5. Yeah, 4 out of 5 on this one.
Just because of the cheese.
Yeah, the cheese and to me the toppings too. I think there should have been more choice of toppings. So that's our review. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Burger Time, period. Definitely check out our YouTube channel too and subscribe. Give us feedback. We're always looking for feedback. We're always trying to find a way to improve. So just be honest with us. Let us know what we can do to make your viewing better on Burger Time. Thanks. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. See you next time, guys.
See you next time.